Hi Aquarius! Welcome to your weekly energy check-in. Here to see what you need to know this week. I am about to tell you. I have no Aquarius placements. I'm so sorry. I don't like the top of my birth chart. You're supposed to have every sign in your birth chart. That is not true for me. I have triples and doubles in the top of the chart, and at the bottom of the chart, nothing. It's vacant, like the ocean in Finding Nemo. It's like, so I have no Aquarius, no Capricorn, no Pisces, and no Aries placements. The rest of them are all triple and double. Sorry. But I love how unique you are in your star quality. So let's get into this. If you want to know anything about me, it's in the description of this video below, including how to get personal readings. Please help the algorithm in getting the message out to all the other Aquariuses with your likes, shares, and subscribes. I appreciate them all. If you do not like shuffling, please fast forward. Please also assign genders and identities as you wish. Tarot was made a long time before you and me, and it's about the development of energies on the Fool's Journey, which you can Google. And, oh, if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. Not all readings are going to be for you, and that's okay. And I have a different background this week. I'm on a little bit of a vacation. I can't remember what day it's supposed to be like a 4-day vacation. I think I'm on day 2 of it. I think. All right, let's get into this. Please, Spirit, please share with me, what are the overall and most significant things that Aquarius must know this week? Spirit, please share with me, what are the overall most significant things Aquarius must know this week? Please share with me. Most significant things that Aquarius must know this week. Please, Spirit. Okay, and this is just a regular old tarot deck, which I probably need to replace because it's getting a little, it's flim flam for sure. All right, Aquarius, 5 of Pentacles. Are you feeling left out in the cold? Are you having some financial problems? Are you a single mom? Those are usually 3 things it means for me. This is the 5 of Pentacles, so it means feeling left out in the cold, money issues. I associate it can represent illness and things like that sometimes, and it's a notorious single mom card. So let's see what else is going on here. Well, I'm sorry, Aquarius. It looks like you have been really dealing with something super, super mage, like betrayal wise or something of that nature, because I see that your goals are the Three of Swords. Now, typically, unless you have something else going on with you mentally, the average person isn't walking around going, hey, I'm going to hurt and betray somebody. Like, it's not in your goals. This is in your goals. So, and also your outcome is the recovery card. So rest, rejuvenation, healing from this betrayal, this heartache, this pain. And so, you know, it is your goal to just kind of heal from that. I would also, like, while you're healing, like, it's your outcome. That's what you're going to be doing. Taking a little break, a recess, time out, self-care. Just watch your words. This swords are always about words. So while you're in thoughts, just choose your words carefully, choose your thoughts carefully while you're going through this healing process, because it does look mage. You have the devil card in your difficulties. So, you know, don't be alarmed by it, but it's earthly things, right? So it's all about addiction, jealousy, anger, feeling bound and trapped with things. So just really having an issue with overcoming that. We also, in the near future, have a my notorious third party card. And so since we have in my face the devil, the three of swords, and the Three of Cups, it's like yelling that there was a pretty big betrayal. And since the Five of Pentacles is permeating the deck, where you feel left out or insignificant, this is in your near future. So in your near future, it can be celebrations. For me, it shows up for my triplets. I have triplets, so when something's going on with them, but it is also a third party card. And it's in your near future. And your guidance is the Empress, and she is the embodiment of all the queens and standing in your power and motherhood. She's the feminine energy in the twin flame journey, which you can look up if you believe in that. She represents pregnancy and births of any kind, like businesses, ideas, things like that. Did I say motherhood? Yeah, she's a boss bitch. So in the future, I think there'll be some sort of coming together or celebrating with, you know, like your mom, your significant other, maybe celebrating a pregnancy or the birth of something in your near future. If not, she might be the one that you need to embody when you find a little bit more out about this third party situation, which could send you into more of a heartbreak and tailspin. So just embody her balanced and together energy. Choose your words carefully while you're in that resting phase. You see yourself as a loyal, stable, and committed person. It's the Knight of Pentacles. He's very methodical. He takes things one thing at a time, step by step, minute by minute, one foot in front of the other. He's the slowest moving knight in the deck because he's an earth sign. Friends, family, co-workers see you, your manifestations coming in, or you using pure will and every resource around you to just keep on trucking on. The energy you're in right now is the Three of Wands. So waiting for your ships to come in. You've just made a decision, and so just kind of waiting on that. And it can also mean businesses going online and being at a distance physically from people or an emotional distance. So, you know, we're waiting for our ships to come in, and we're dealing with some anger, jealousy, addiction issues, something along that nature, some type of toxicity that is just not joyful. And in the past, we have the Queen of Wands, which she's the life of the party. She's everybody's best friend. She's a workout girl. She's super sexy. In her negative energy, she's a social climber. She'll step on anybody to get ahead, things like that. So that's just so you know, and arrogant, and so you know what kind of energy you're dealing with. And then along with her in your past is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is the most emotionally stable energy in the cup suit. He's always a father. He's always a husband. He's not who you want to necessarily go to for advice. He's the one you want to go to if you need a hug and to be told you're awesome, you know. In his negative energy, he's emotionally manipulative, is what he's most known for being. Also, this is a water sign, and this is a fire sign. So take what resonates. So they were in your past, and you were one of them, or both of them, or you embodied that energy, or they were a part of whatever this nastiness you're going through is. So let's see what's going on. This is not nice. So we'll see how to assist you in moving forward, Aquarius, because you're in for a big timeout. Big timeout is coming. We might let your reading go a little longer. Make sure we dig all the way in. Okay, I'm going to be using loving messages cards on how your person feels, what their overall and most significant feelings are. This is what the back of the deck looks like. Please, Spirit, please show me. What is Aquarius's person's overall and most significant feelings to Aquarius this time? Please, Spirit. What are Aquarius's person's overall and most significant feelings with Aquarius this time? Please, Spirit. Yeah. Heartbroken, deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving and despair, breakup. So we're just seeing a further confirmation of this. And this is supposed to be their feelings towards you at this time, but if the energies flip, just assign them how they go, okay? First card, the Dragonfly. Lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change things, coming to light and heal. So some sort of truth came out. I would kind of see this as a Ace of Swords energy, you know, when a truth comes out. You get an epiphany, something's illuminated. Sometimes a sign card can be something illuminated. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. So we'll just keep going. Love, unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, affection, and attraction, selflessness. If this sucker cheated on you, OMG. Phoenix, new phase and rekindle, renew and growth, changed mind, rise from the ashes. And that's going right underneath the dragonfly where it's epiphany, lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light and healing. Twin flames, yin, yang, balance, union, duality, complement, polar opposites. And this is going right under Cupid's arrow. So, as someone that coaches on the twin flame journey, I'm going to responsibly put in here, your twin flame is never going to abuse you, your twin in any way, and they are not going to cheat on you. So there will be no toxic trauma bonds, things like that in your relationship. They're meant to be more like a coach or a mentor or someone you respect that stretches you and frightens you at the same time. Not break you. Not put trauma bonds on you. Not that kind of stuff. Okay, the golden mirror. Narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. So yeah. Kind of crazy, right? That they feel heartbroken. That they feel heartbroken. I mean, it can be a blow to someone's ego, right? It can be a blow to someone's ego when they're this way. When they're mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And all of a sudden you stand up for yourself and you're like, no more of this nonsense, you little weirdo. And then that ends up being an injury to their ego. So, you know, if some sort of truth was illuminated in them and came out about them and they want a new beginning, they're going to come in and say that, and they're going to say things like, because it says love bombing, so look at what we have. Oh baby, we're twin flames. I've been struck by Cupid's arrow. You're the love of my life. Like, it could have like dawned on them, hey, I can just come back and say this and he, she, they will start all over again. So their idea is like, oh, we can rekindle this. All I have to come in and say is that we're a high level soul connection, that I love them, that I was struck by Cupid's arrow, and it's all a bunch of love bombing. So please be careful when assigning labels to soul connections, because this kind of stuff does not belong, you know, it does not belong. It's not saying that you don't get hurt or sad or whatever every now and then or disappointed, but there's no trauma, right? There's no trauma bonds. There won't be any kind of thing to overcome. They will just be intimidating at the most and kind of make you face your fears and do it anyway type of energy, not recover from abuse, trauma, things like that. All right. I almost don't even want to know what they want to say to you. I feel like that was enough of their jibber jabber. I want to focus on you. So let's see. Still want to let you. My whole plan just went sideways. Let's see. Let's get you some Moonology, because who cares how they feel? Really? Like, if you're like in bed healing from this, trying to recover, soothing yourself, Netflix is running, but you're really just staring at the ceiling fan or whatever, good grief. No, we don't care how they feel right now, especially if they're a narc, and especially if they're coming in love bombing. So let's see. Please, Spirit, please share with me, what is some great, significant, and most important advice for Aquarius going on for this week with this betrayer, evil betrayer spirit? What's some great advice on Aquarius dealing with this heartbreaking betrayal? Spirit, what is some amazing advice and important advice and the best advice on how Aquarius can move forward? Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. New moon in Aquarius. So if you're doing the self-care thing, right, and your guidance is to stand in your power, these cards are both about self-care, honestly. So this is like timeout, recess, okay, and she's about standing in your power and self-care. Bringing love into the situation probably means bringing love into yourself, because that other person, they already love themselves. They are the epitome of self-love. Okay, so we don't need to hear from this betrayer. Okay. We need to worry about you and your self-care and bringing love to yourself and friends and family around you. Surrender to the divine. Full moon, for sure. Give this up to God, baby. Don't even focus on this. That, if you want to call them a human. What do you need to release? Waning moon. The toxicity in your life, right? Let's release it and go be happy and do the self-care. Go out and celebrate. Stand in your power. Go celebrate. Don't be laying at home looking at the ceiling eating Ben and Jerry's. Don't do that. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Okay. So, and I forgot to say, this is what do you need to release? Waning moon. Okay. And so we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. I feel like this is a flag at you because it's your moon and it's the new moon in. So bring the new in, care for yourself, stand in your power, go out with your friends, go celebrate, okay? Surrender this negativity to the divine, release it. Literally mean the same thing. Release this toxic crap. And when you do that, a powerful change, okay? This will get eclipsed out. We've been going through eclipse season, so all these energies are coming out and things are ending. They were ending at the beginning of the month, and then mid-month we were starting anew. So it's a lot going on. So let's get one piece of advice for you to carry with you through the rest of the week with the miracle cards, okay? Please, Spirit, please share with me, what is the single most important piece of advice that Aquarius can take with them the rest of this week? Please, Spirit, please share with me, what is the single most important and significant piece of advice that Aquarius can take with them through the week? Please, Spirit, please share with me, what is the single most important piece of advice Aquarius can take with them. Please share with me piece of important piece of advice Aquarius can take the rest of this week. Okay, so while you're feeling left out in the cold and you're feeling heartbroken, you're supposed to bring love of yourself into this situation, okay? Yeah, literally, Chariot, moving forward from sadness onto new love, new things, new creativity. Everything will change, okay? Just saying, that was the order right under here. Seems like some good advice. All right. Prayer. So more about like surrender to the divine and release. And if you don't know, I mean, if it's not obvious to you what to release, you can be like, hey, dear Lord, whoever your higher power is, what must I know and what must happen and how must I think differently in order to surrender all this negativity, toxicity, and cheating to you and to release it today, right now, in your higher power's name. Amen. There you go. That's a prayer, right? So, prayer. The highest level of prayer is not a prayer for anything. It is a deep and profound silence in which we allow ourselves to be still and know Him. In that silence, our hearts and minds are illuminated. Okay? So, that is what I have for you this week, Aquarius. It seems like a tough week, but you get a grip on it if you follow the plan. If you liked what you heard, please help the algorithm and get the message out to other Aquariuses. If you would like a personal reading with me, the description, or how to do that, is in the description of this video below. It's a one-on-one Zoom meeting with me, which I record, and you get to keep it forever. Have a great week, Aquarius.